Alright, there are many languages in the world and probably you don't know where to start. Well, this video is made just for you. If you're like me and you have the dream to be bilingual, to speak multiple languages, and not only multiple languages but be proficient in them, then you are on the right channel. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a minute, but yes, we are back on track. Okay, let's get straight into today's video. Like the title in this video suggests, today we are looking straight into choosing the right language. And how do you know how to choose the right language to learn? So probably the last 3 months is the best time for you to have started learning a language, and now is the right time for you to start your language learning journey. Amidst the multiple languages in the world, you're probably thinking, which should I learn? I love languages, I have passion for languages, and yet I don't know which language to learn or study. So this video is for you. And now let's get straight into it. There are diverse languages you have options to learn. So your first question is, how do I know the right language? Yes, that's a very good question, but there is no language which is not right for you. Exactly. Every language is a right language, whether French, Spanish, German, even African languages, Swahili, Wolof, they are right languages for you to learn, but you determine which you want to learn. So the first thing we're going to look into right now is your interest. Yes, your interest is one of the determining factors of the languages that you learn or the language that you wish to learn. So the first thing is your interest. What are you interested in? What influences you to study, to like a particular language? What is the passion about that language? You should inquire from your interest, because let's say, for example, you like traveling a lot, maybe you like African countries, then you know that is a hint for you to learn at least one African country language. Or maybe you like to travel to Asia, whatsoever continent it is, it's a pointer that you should learn a language in that particular region. So what else? What culture attracts you? Do you like the African culture, European culture, the Southeastern culture, whatsoever culture it is that attracts you? That is a pointer for you to pick a language in that interest. So the second thing we are going to be looking at is your career goals. What are your goals? You are in whatsoever profession you have chosen, and it demands you to learn a language. Whether or not you want to learn the language, whether or not it's significant for you, you are forced to speak a particular language in the region in which you live or in which you work. For example, you're an Anglophone, but you have been pushed to work in a Francophone country, or you have been forced to work in a particular region which you cannot negotiate. So you have to pick that language just to enhance your communal living with people in that region, and it's also a bonus for your work because automatically you will become bilingual. Yes, you become bilingual. All right, the third thing, you need to know your learning style. Yes, you need to know your learning style. This is a major challenge for people when they just start learning a language. So you are listening to different people, you are taking in a lot of information, and at the end of the day, those information, you are not able to retain them. This is why, because you don't understand how you learn. Are you a visual learner? Are you an auditory learner? What ways do you learn? Naturally, how do you learn? How do you receive information? How do you store information? And how do you interpret information? So that is a pointer to you. So when you consider that, oh, this is how I learn, it will also tell on the language that you choose to learn. So the fourth thing is the difficulty of that language. Yes, Language learning is fun, very beautiful, but it's also difficult. There is an adage that says that you don't put the cart before the horse. Exactly. You don't just jump into learning a language, for example, Mandarin or Japanese or languages that are, I would not say difficult, but they are. They are actually difficult. Each language has its technicalities, its difficulties, so you need to understand it first before jumping straight into it. So you've chosen the language, for example, you want to study or you want to learn French, or you want to learn Spanish or Yoruba or Igbo or whatsoever country you are in and the language you desire to learn. So you have to consider and ask, make inquiries. Oh, what do you think about this language? Oh, this language, you get responses, and those responses can be used to your advantage. Because for me, the first time I told someone to teach me French, which she willingly did, the first thing she was telling me was the gender and the number, and I'm like, pass, take a pause, wait, what is female and male, masculine and feminine doing here? From where I'm coming from, English, even my mother tongue Yoruba, we do not have such. So that's something that I prepared my mind ahead that, okay, I think there might be some disruption here, but okay, we are still good. Or maybe the conjugation of verbs, oh my, French verbs conjugation can really be a bit tedious, but yes, you can still get on track. So the last thing you need to consider before choosing that language is your resources. You're gonna count the costs. You have to count the cost. There is nothing you want to learn that you will not at least spend, whether it's your time or your resources or your money. You have to spend something. So you need to count your costs. Do I have money or do I have time? Yes. If you have more time, then you can spend more time. If you have money, then you can use your money to save you a lot of long journey. So you need to consider that, because if you are not willing to dedicate time to language learning, then you might end up being frustrated or even being totally confused at the end of the day. So when you have money to spend, you can also just hire a tutor who can, or a coach that can just help you through that journey, and you see you still achieve your results. Yes. So what are the challenges that we can face? Because at the end of the day, choosing a language is easy. The challenges surrounding your learning is on another level. Yes, it's on another level. So what are the challenges beginners face? And I would like you to know this ahead of time, because I didn't know that. And I was just questioning myself a lot of times. Why am I not seeing results? Why is it so difficult? I don't think I can ever speak. I don't think I can ever learn this. But I'm helping you right now so that it's much more easier and you can manage your expectations when you start learning. So the first thing you would maybe consider as a challenge would be lack of time. Yes, even when you say you have time to spend, you can also lack time, because at the end of the day, you have other engagements, you have other activities that are also demanding in your life. So you can't escape time, and you just have to allocate some time. You don't have to use 2 hours learning that language or doing that 30 minutes, 25 minutes. You can even minimize your time to 10 minutes and just make the best out of that 10 minutes. You don't need to study a lot of things. Just that's what person need. Alright. So the second thing is lack of motivation. Oh my god. Lack of motivation is such a challenge, because at the end of the day, the way language learning works is that you have to be patient. You don't learn a verb today and tomorrow you started speaking. Your brain processes it, brings that information to your subconscious, and only when it has stored there is when you can expressively use it. Alright, so The third thing is it can be very overwhelming. Yes, because you are moving from a state of known into unknown. Unlike English, you know when something sounds incorrect. You know when the sentence is not correct. You know. Yes, you just know because you've heard the right one times return number. So it can be very overwhelming when you're having people to correct you. Oh, and you're like, God, I don't think I'm making any progress, and it's just overwhelming. I have to learn this. The verbs are still a lot. This and this. It's just a lot. Yeah, it can be a lot, but you can make it less a lot for yourself. And another challenge you can face is resources. Yeah, resources is not bound to money, because I'm trying to show you that you're going to spend some money. Yes, you will spend some money, but resources is not all about money. So sometimes some people complain that they cannot afford to get a tutor or a coach. Yes, you don't need a tutor, but you also need a tutor. If you can afford a tutor, get a tutor. If you can't afford a tutor, then you should develop another plan, another approach. You already know that you are at disadvantage. You don't have someone to put you there, but you have resources online and even offline. Get a book, get something, practice self-study. And when you have questions, come on YouTube. Yes, that is why we are here. Come on YouTube. You can just email me or comment on my videos. Okay, I'm finding it hard. Or just follow someone that talks about that particular language, and that person can be your online guide. Yes, that is even much more affordable at no cost. Maybe your data. All right, so I want you to understand that language learning can be fun. It can be very, very fun for you. Yes, if you choose to. If you choose to, because I've heard a lot of things. But yeah, I make it fun for myself because I want to learn a language naturally. I don't want my brain to just be fixed on, oh, I'm learning grammar, pronunciation, this and this. I want it to be fun. So what ways can you make it more fun is when you actually step out of your comfort zone and immerse yourself in the language. Step out of your comfort zone. Don't, if you can afford certain things, pay for them. Yes, just if it's just a community, join a community. It's not even costly these days. You have free communities online. Just join one and be productive, be active in that community. You will see that it will be fun. Other ways you can is through movies, immerse yourself in the language, listen to music. These things are actually very easy. You do this every day. You listen to music, you watch movies, you watch shows. You can just make it a daily thing and you find it fun. Even when you don't understand most times, but that's why we have subtitles here. So the next thing is, don't be afraid. If you want language learning to be fun for you, don't be afraid of mistakes. Do not be afraid of mistakes. Embrace those mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes and I still make mistakes. So people are there to help you. Reach out. Don't be too scared to reach out, to ask for help. Ask for help. Ask people that know better than you, and you see that slowly you are getting close to your goal and you're making progress. So yeah, we've come to the end of this video. If you like this video already, I'm sure you are giving it a thumbs up. Yes, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Now you can even share to that friend that you've been telling, yes, language is not hard, this is that. Just share this video with your friends, with your colleague, or with anyone at all. Just tell them about this video and it will surely help them. So in my next video, if you want me to talk about how to use be on a tight budget, how to use free resources, or how to even manage the resources that you have to ensure that your learning is effective. So if you want me to speak about that, let me know in the comments. I will sure make a video on it. Let me know in the comments which language you have chosen to learn after listening to me. Alright, over, abiento.